Hey everybody, it's RJ. As you probably know, at about 2 a.m. Japan time this morning, Friday morning, Japan was hit by a massive earthquake, 8.9 magnitude. It's things like these that really make you think about, how fragile life is, how fragile, we can just turn in one moment, how one moment can change everything. When you don't even notice it, it's gonna happen. As somebody who speaks Japanese and is really involved with the Japanese community, in my community, I live in Kentucky, but we have a very huge partnership with Japan in a city called Tahara, which is actually our sister cities in southern Japan. But we have a student at our high school who actually goes to a school, and she's an exchange student and stuff, but she's from Sendai, Japan, which is one of the places that was hit the worst, um, close to the epicenter of the earthquake. And you can only imagine, as a student who is only 17 years old, a student who's 17 year old who is thousands of miles away from her home, trying to get a hold of her family, trying to contact her sister and her mother and her father. Well, luckily today around noon or 12:30, she was able to contact her parents. She was able to contact her sister, who she thought was in Tokyo, but was actually in Italy vacationing. Her family is fine, and all you can really do is just pray for the Japanese people. Japan is a country that is very unified. I've been there. I went as an exchange program, and they're very unified. Teamwork is very high priority over there, and all we can do is keep them in our thoughts, keep them in our prayers, and just know that Kami-sama this. God is good, and everything happens for a reason. And for whatever, I'm not going to get in a religious discussion about this, but I know that the Red Cross is taking donations to help, and there's many organizations that are lining up for as soon as it calms down to we can get transportation over there. We can go over. Personally, I do want to go over, but it may be a little while before I can go over there. So I may not get to go over there anytime soon. However, it would be amazing if you know to know what you guys are gonna do, to see if you guys are gonna get involved in any kind of way or anything like that. And the tsunamis that are hitting Japan after the earthquake are causing the most damage. More damage now. There's pictures of boats on fire rolling down the streets, just completely going down the streets, and buildings just toppling over, and cars, and they just look like toys. And also along the whole west coast of the United States, California, Washington, all that. They're having waves in Hawaii. I actually have some family in Hawaii right now I'm pretty concerned about. I haven't been able to get in contact with either. But from what I've heard, Hawaii's doing okay. Um, but you have waves coming up excess of 500 miles an hour, which is kind of a scary thought if you think about it. It's basically like a jetliner, like a jet going as fast as a jet, a wave anywhere from 6 to 19 feet high, come pummeling into the west coast of Japan, America, and to the east coast of Japan. And this really just makes you think, how grateful we are to have some of this stuff. And guys, just I'll let you know that you never know how fast it can go away. You never know how fast something can just be taken from you. That's all I really want to say today, guys. And appreciate it. And to my Japanese friends, I'm sorry. There's not much I can say. But just pray, and if you're not religious, just at least keep them in your thoughts. If you don't believe in God, just keep them in your thoughts. I am a Christian, so I will be praying. But like I said, I don't want to get into a religious debate. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.